Relax and we're enjoying it. Come on, enjoy it.
Did you start yet?
Yep.
All right. So, I'm Jack Nonmacher, and I am a graduate of Straight Jesuit of the class of '71. And back in
I'm the class of 72.
the class of '72, so
But not
I'm
Jesuit.
one of 12 kids, and Claire is.
The sixth of 7.
So we're both from large families, and while I was going to Straight, my younger sister Tara was going to St. Agnes next door. She was a freshman, and I learned that she wanted to go meet a guy out here at a dance that Duchesne was hosting, and my mother wasn't terribly comfortable with sending my little sister out, so she wanted me to chaperone her. This was October 30th of 1970. It was Friday night. I want to tell you, this is 50 years from the date that I met Claire. Not that I married her. I've married her we've been married 42 years. But I met her 50 years ago today at this spot, same day of the week, 50 years ago. And Claire forgot about that detail. That's why tonight she just didn't know what was going on. So anyway, I showed up here, and there was just a handful of guys from Strake, because mostly it was St. Thomas. This is St. Thomas, like turf, you know. It was close to their school, and Jesuit was way out in Southwest Houston. So there was only maybe 3 or 4 people from Jesuit that came out here, and it was being held outside on the lawn here near the White House. And when I got here, I guess I didn't get here right away, but I maybe 30 minutes or an hour into the dance. But by then, all the ladies that were going to Duchesne had congregated around the St. Thomas guys. There were more ladies here than there were guys, okay? But there were little cliques that were already formed, and there was a sea of them, and it was going to be hard to crack that nut. And so I said, oh well, just so the evening isn't a total waste, look guys, let's just go over here and hang out at the punch bowl and eat cookies or something, right? So near the dance, there was this little table with goodies, and so we were just hanging out there and chatting. And the next thing I know, there was someone that was in charge of social intervention. And do you know who that was?
No.
I don't know either, but you were involved with that. So whoever this was that was like, go meet him, go talk, go this, go that. So we were like, withdrawn, and it was her duty to make sure that we felt welcome, and there were young ladies that probably wanted to meet us, I guess. And so there were 3 of us, 3 guys, and she arrived with 3 girls. Claire was one of those ladies. And I can't speak for her, she'll have to put this in her own words, but she went for the greatest looking guy. And there I was. Actually, I think the other 2 were slightly faster than her, so she got me. And I don't know if you remember all that detail. Do you?
Yeah. I just remember a little different.
So in any case, that day made a mark on my life that has been with me ever since. And I just remember that in my mind when that happened, because here's another thing. Her birthday is tomorrow, October 31. It's Saturday. Okay, and so when I met her, she was a junior, I was a senior. But when I met her, she was 16 years old for one more day. She was 16. And I look back on it, it touches my heart that God would connect us that young in our lives. Yeah. And keep us together through thick and thin. Because we had some of both, And I just wanted to commemorate that moment in time and space. Friday, another Friday, October 30. Duchesne is still here. I got to make this happen. So I didn't tell her about it. And I think I told you when we pulled up to the gate, I talked to Melissa and the alumni group, because I had, who in the world can I reach out to in this? Because I had other more extravagant plans to make this happen, but I wasn't counting on COVID. you know? So she had to pave the way for me to come, and Sister Clare and Sister Kara were mentioned in the entourage that would greet us, and the security guard knew we were coming. So while Claire's talking to my sister on the phone on the way here, I'm talking to the security guard. I says, "Don't tell her who we're going to see." He's out there unwrapping the chain on these big gates of cars saying, "What are they doing?" She was having flashbacks. I'm back at Duchesne. Like, where am I? I used to have recurring nightmares, and I was back in Strake. I had 3 recurring nightmares. I knew I graduated. I know I did. But it was a great place, don't get me wrong. But anyway, so I'm so grateful to be here. I'm glad to have the remembrances and for you to welcome us. And you're welcome to add anything that I got wrong or
And it's just so
left out.
special, Sister Kara, having you here. I mean, I just have such wonderful memories, especially of you. And so anyway.
Well, you were in the 6th grade, right? Or,
Yeah,
did you
6th
come
grade.
in 6th grade?
Came in 6th grade. Julie was in 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
It was, and I got an incredible education. All my students, they know, you know, oh, I learned that at Duchesne. You can do this.
You can do this.
So,
right.
anyhow, yeah, it's fun.
Well, thank you. I guess
Oh,
that's
this
a
is
wrap.
wonderful. I'm glad you had that thought.
Yeah. Well,
Yes, to do this, something special for her today.
And we're out of film, right? It didn't take.
I think we did it.